This is the AeroCreeper Adjustable Height Creeper. Yes, it's exactly what we say it is. It's a creeper that's typically, you can lay this flat and roll this around your vehicles, your cars, your airplanes. That's where this was designed for, is the aeronautical industry. So whether you're detailing planes like we'll be showing tonight, or whether you're working on them or whatever it may be, having to sit up, lay down, and in between is sometimes a real pain, and the AeroCreeper is here to help you out. They have several different models. We're going to check out this one that's adjustable in both the backrest as well as the cushion. And then we also have a few extra accessories and features as well. Made in the USA, by the way, but let's dig in, take a closer look at some of these features, and then we'll actually put this thing to use, and then we'll come back and talk about pricing and what we think of it. This is exactly how the AeroCreeper comes out of the box. Everything's still wrapped up as it was, but everything is put together. This extra pad came with it. I'm assuming that's like a headrest pad that wraps around the backrest. These are, it says caster guards, so they'll have a picture in here. I literally haven't opened any of this up. Here's the manual for the AeroCreeper. They have like 3 different models. They even have one above this that actually uses, I believe, like a tool battery, maybe a Milwaukee battery that drives a motor that you can actually adjust this with just a button. This one is more of a manual lift, but I believe the backrest raises as well as the seat adjust as well, and we'll find that out here together. This, I believe, is an extra accessory, which, if I'm not mistaken, it may be a cup holder or tool tray, or yeah, cup holder. So maybe here. Yeah, perfect. So it looks like 3D printed. Pretty cool. Got their logo right there. And I'm assuming you can just put this anywhere on here and be able to hold your drink. These, again, I believe it says that they are a caster guard for potential remove, replace guard to caster frame. See picture on the back. For extra precaution to save your elbows. Okay, so it looks like you can put this, and I'm assuming your elbows are not going to be down there, so maybe right here you can remove this caster and put these guards in between here that maybe would potentially be a pinch point, maybe, or maybe get your elbows in the way there. So we can add those if we want to later. We'll move those aside, move the cup holder aside. The manual, let's open this up. Again, I'm assuming this is just a added pillow, or yeah, looks like it probably wraps around the unit back here. Now, one thing cool about this, not just cool about it, actually a couple of things. Number one, it's made in the USA. Really awesome. Also, they actually have a patent, not patent pending. They have their patent listed right here, got the number on there. So they actually have a patent on this actual AeroCreeper. And then right here, this says attached to back of seat is the tool tray. And we'll be careful not to cut the upholstery here. Maybe. Oh. So just like our cup holder looks like our tool tray is made of aluminum, but clips right there on the tubing, which, by the way, this looks like probably 1-inch tubing, I'm assuming. Yeah, so 1-inch square tubing is pretty much what the frame is made of around here. Not sure of the wall thickness, but it's got a 350-pound rating. I'm sure it's more than substantial to hold this. So again, 1-inch square tubing. Looks like the wheels are probably 4-inch casters. Looks like really nice casters, by the way. Yeah, 4-inch casters, probably urethane, tires, wheels, whatever. So again, they look to be very high quality. Rotating casters, or swivel casters, I'm sorry, and obviously rotating. And then the front casters up here on the front of the unit actually will lock out. So if you want to actually have a seat sitting there and you want to lock those casters out, hold it in place, you can definitely do so. Now, again, I have not touched this other than what you've seen here. My understanding is adjusting this is as easy as just kind of grabbing the back. You don't want to grab anything on the front. Those could potentially be pinch points, but grab here in the back. And yeah, that clicks into place as to where you want this. And I guess you really need to decide where you want this tray, because this roller can move up there on it. Okay, that's the highest spot, which is very near vertical on this. And you're sitting up on the front side of the casters. but it looks like your weight is still rear of the front wheels, so you should be good as far as center of gravity goes, but it will stand almost completely vertical. And if we want to lower this, and again, hands back here, front hand here, and I believe we're just raising this up, yep, and lowering this down. So one hand will raise it up, and then two hands, one lifting back here, and then one lifting here. And that's going to close it down. Now, if we raise this back up, I believe with the, yeah. So the seat, okay, so basically you can raise, looks like one notch on the seat to give you a little more bite, if you will. So you're not sliding down, and then just raise it up and pull this down to lower it back down. So just one notch there, or lay it all the way down, back to flat. So yes, I was right. So once you adjust your strap right here, it hooks under, hooks around, and just clip it together. And now you've got an extra pillow or head support, neck support, whatever you want to call that, right here. And if you want to take it off. And I'm assuming if you didn't want it on top, you could also just strap it right here out of the way as well. Then it's not under your head, but it's still on the unit. Would you let us know in the comments where you would use the AeroCreeper? Would you use it in automotive? Would you use it in detailing? Would you use it in mechanic work? Where would you use it? Let us know. What is it that you like about the AeroCreeper that you don't just, go to Walmart and buy a creeper or go to Snap-on and buy a creeper?
Fatigue, biggest thing. So this has 20 different settings. So depending on if I'm working on a little 172 that's really low to the ground, I can drop this all the way down. Or a higher plane like the PC-12, I can build it all the way up and I can sit straight up. So if I'm doing 3 PC-12s in an evening, by the third, second and a half, I'm pretty beat, right? So with this, I can kind of maneuver where I want to be. So I can be close or reach, depending on.
So definitely under the belly, under the wing, with something you would be
landing
stressed.
Gears. So I'll use it like a skateboard sometimes where I'm kneeling on it flat and doing landing gears and just kind of scooting around. Just ease of use. I mean, if I get on this thing, you can wheel me across the hangar. No problem. So sometimes you got to go nice and slow because you'll go flying. Which is nice because the little casters aren't the best. You get hung up on little cracks.
Zip ties.
So yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The bigger casters are a dream compared to the lower end model, if you will, or the basic model. So the basic model has little casters, which is nice if you're not traveling or if just a singular hangar. But if I'm carrying this thing all over the place in different hangars on ramps, not all ramps are even. So the bigger caster lets me glide even on the ramp. So I like the middle of the road. It's nice. It's still the same weight as the other two. There's no difference there. But I didn't think I would love the pillow. I was like, it's a pillow. I'm not doing much. But when you don't have it, you realize that you kind of like it. Just kind of keeps your neck
just to get you an angle.
Yeah, exactly. You feel like you're on a ironing board after a while. If you're just laying flat, you get kind of stiff. So the pillow gives you a little bit of arch to your neck and comfort, really.
Right.
I mean, it's not soft, but it does what it's supposed to do. You're not there to lay down. It helps. When I don't have it, I'm not happy about it.
Now, is it easy to push that around when it's vertical like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I'll take this all the way up, and that'll go forever. So it's just about really how far you want to go with it. But the bigger the caster, the easier it's going to roll. Too. Yeah. So the smaller caster, I mean, you shouldn't be pushing this across the hangar anyway. But again, you're tired. It's later in the evening. You can just scoot yourself on down.
But you're not having to carry it.
No, you're not carrying it either. No, so I'll use this. If I'm going to, say I'm doing this plane, and then I have another one 2 hangars down, I'll put all my equipment on this, and I'll just push it. So it's kind of like my go bag as well. I kind of make it work and put my vacuum here, and everything's cordless, so I don't have cords or straps or anything like that. So it's easy. Yeah. It just doesn't go over bumps the best with the smaller casters. The medium, it works great. You can get over anything. Especially the covers.
Right there.
Yeah, these. What are these called?
Caster covers.
So you can buy these caster covers. So it puts over the caster. So it doesn't seem like it's a vital piece, just plastic. So I will say after being on this all day long and then moving around and being flat, so you use your hands a lot to move on the ground, on the floor, right? So you can pinch in between if the wheel moves a little bit, and then you get yellow, nasty, purple bruises on the back. And so I didn't think I would love these, but it's safety. I mean, I don't think about it anymore. You do it once or twice, and you're kind of hesitant. So I put these on, and I don't even think about it anymore.
And they don't get in the way at all?
No, not at all. I thought that, too. I thought it was going to bump in and it sits perfect. It's just big enough in circumference to where it's not in the way. And I feel better. So if I'm moving around with my feet and if I have shorts on, it's kind of a bumper for me too. I'm not getting my ankle skin caught in there. So that's really nice. It's just comfort. I know I can move around without having to be jumpy and nervous about pinching.
Yeah.
So that's super cool. This does 20 movements. So depending on height and width of plane, it's really nice. It's versatile.
Yeah.
So you can use a really low belly or really high. You have Gulfstreams that are really tall, so I'll go all the way up with it, and I'll sit upright and do undersides of wings and landing gears. Some of these landing gears are really gross, so it takes time. So I'll start up top all the way, and then as I'm getting lower to the landing gear and wheels, I'll just go lower, and I'm fit for comfort. So I get on and off of this thing multiple times in a clean just to change the angle.
And is this your typical process? You're going to start low and work high, or do you work
It depends the time of the day, really. It depends if the belly's really bad. So this one, we maintain all the time. So I can usually work through this pretty quick. Even I could have done this plane yesterday, and I'm still going to get the creeper out just because it's quick. I don't have to get up and down. I'm not working my knees. I'm not working my back.
Yeah.
I'm right here. I'm staying at home. Or this bottle's a little bit bigger, but I can use my tray here, no problem. Nothing's hitting the ground. It's not getting dirty. Obviously, we don't want our towels dirty or sitting on our legs, so this is really nice here. Keep that there. I can move around. It's not going to fall. This is wide enough to where this can sit. I can move, not do anything crazy. So yes, typically I will start the lowest just because it's the most fatiguing, laying all the way on your back. But with the pillow, you're good to go. It really does help. I know I'm hooked on this pillow, but it really is a game changer. To not having it, just that neck movement being flat, like on plywood, it's just, it hurts after a while. So with these planes, we're constantly cleaning them. These are Part 135s. They're being flown all over Florida and the Southeast. So they turn a lot of hours. So I'm doing these planes constantly. We maintain typically 4 PC-12s all the time, at least weekly. So it's quite a bit. See, what's nice is I don't have to extend my arm all the way out, right? If a normal traditional creeper, I'm going to have to be all the way up here. I have it maybe 2 settings up. So my elbow's still bent. I'm not really working too hard. So I'm just kind of keeping this nice and easy. So again, if I'm doing 3 of these in an evening, by the 3rd belly, I'm pretty beat. Yeah. So it's nice to just, I can even sit here, take a minute, take a beat.
So otherwise, you're either laying on your belly flat, or you're bending over, or on your knees.
So if I don't have this, right, let's eliminate this. I'm doing this, right? Which is not efficient, and I'm tired real fast, right? Or I'm doing one of these. Now I'm dirty, first off. Now I have to go inside a plane and clean it, right? I'm filthy already. So I've got that. Now my elbow's on the ground, my hips are on the ground, my ankles hurt. I'm tired, right? So if I have to do that 3 separate times on all the sides underneath, it's just your time. It's a killer. Time is money, right? I don't have time to be laying around in this ground all day long. And it's just inefficient. You fatigue, you get tired, you miss things. It's 11, 12 o'clock at night. I can't miss things. These planes need to leave first thing in the morning. So again, quick turnarounds. If this plane lands at 10 p.m. and it needs to leave at 6 a.m., I need to get here at nighttime. I don't want to be here all night long, but I need to do a good job because they need to call me back. So this is the lifesaver, right? If I have to crawl around on this ground at midnight, I'm going to miss things. It's not going to be good. So I'll put a headlamp on, I land my creeper, and I'll just do all the bellies. I won't get off the creeper till they're done. So everybody misses the leading edge lower bugs. So if I'm standing, if I don't have the creeper, right, I'm up here, I can't see the lower. Now if I'm down here, again, I'm only doing this and I'm doing this. It's not efficient, right? I'm fatiguing, I'm gonna get tired. This is a living, I need to do a good job, time efficiency. So instead of doing that, we can come here. Now I can just wheel my way down, come back and forth. Getting my bugs, I'm off the ground. I'm just wheeling, I'm barely pushing myself. All right, efficiency, time, quality. So now I'm getting lower, right? My wing's going down. Just gonna drop the creeper down a little bit. Now I'm still staying home, I'm still right here. I can see everything, I can get all the bugs. I'm not tired, so I will get all the bugs. There's no reason to rush. Bug removal, AeroCreeper. As far as the automotive space, it's a car, it's a truck, It's upright. You're sitting nice, seat, armrest. It's great. Aerospace, it's a lot of belly work. Very rarely with private planes, they don't love to do the belly, aircraft owners. They kind of stay away from that. They love to do the top sides and the easy work, and then you look underside and you're like, oh, yeah, she's a little dirty, right? Yeah. So again, the AeroCreeper, if this wasn't maintained and this was filthy and we have soot and oil and grease and everything like that from unmaintained aircraft, sometimes you're hours on the belly. Yeah. Hours, half a day trying to get through some of this stuff, neglected bellies. So it's not easy to get off. So it's not quick 1, 2, 3. It's not the automotive space. You can be under here, and then if we're polishing and protecting, you could have days under a belly. So I need something nice that, I mean, if I'm under here for days polishing and it's chalky and I'm removing oxidation, days. So, I mean, not hours, days. Yeah. So I need something like this. I've incorporated it to where if I'm not sitting in it and I'm doing the fuselage, I'll bring this up and I'll kind of use the pillow as a holder, right? And now I'll shove my towels in here so they're not going to blow away. I'll do something like this. And now I'll put it behind me. So now if I'm working, I'm doing this, I can set this down off the ground. It's up here with me. It's behind me, so it's not hitting the aircraft. I can set this here. I can walk away. I'm not bending down. I'm all right here. So that's what's nice about this. And coming all the way up, I don't know another creeper that you can sit upright in. Yeah. Right, and do this. So if I'm doing a car and not an aircraft, I'll use the AeroCreeper with cars, with trucks. We give it to diesel mechanics down the road, so they use it. They put the truck on the lift, and then they use this to sit and wrench all day. So if you're pulling a transmission or an engine, I'm not a mechanic, so whatever you do from underneath the car, they've been using this lately, and they love it. They can't get enough of it. So as I'm tapering down, right, it starts high, so I'm going to start up here. This is the nice part about the Creeper more than anything. So again, if this is really dirty and I have to spend some time down here, so I can start high up here and get everything. So typically I will work top down on everything, whether it's an airplane, RV, boat, top down. So I'll do all my high work. And then when I'm tired from that, I can sit the rest of the evening, and that's really nice. So I'm still working, but I can do it sitting down. So I'll start up here, work my way down, you know, and now to where this is something you have to be cognizant of is up here because you get lower and you don't want to hit. So they do make it cushioned, and it's not at risk at all, but just something you want to be aware of. So now as I go lower, I'll just back myself out, come down here, and I'm back in. As the plane tapers down, the Creeper's going to taper down with me. So again, ease of use, less fatigue. Typically I'll have my Milwaukee bars on each side, front and back, so I have lights. But yeah, I mean, I can wheel around no problem. If I need to go over here, I'm over here. So these are always riddled with bugs. So they come down, it's a bug catcher on descent. So typically we'll spend a good bit of time on here, especially if it's a little bit dirtier of a belly, a lot of bugs, a little bit of a neglect, not washed as much as we love. So you'll spend a good bit of time here. So now, again, not all heights are created equal. So if I want, I can come up, back in. Now I'm barely reaching again, so I'm not getting tired. I keep going back to fatigue, but you do 4 or 5 planes in a day, by 2 or 3, you're pretty beat, but keep going. Okay, so with this is really cool too. With the medium model, you can change this seat to go up and down. So if I'm going down, I can kind of be at an angle and scooch my butt up a little, and I'm not sliding off. So I'm just ease of use, right? Nice and easy. I'm kind of propped up like I'd be in a seat, not so much like slipping. If this was flat, I'd be slipping off. So with this angled, I'm not slipping at all. Again, I'm sitting here comfortable. I'm not sliding. Nice and efficient. Again, it's just a time saver. If I have a flat creeper that doesn't come vertical at all, I'm still reaching. I'm still getting tired. Still missing things. So more than anything, with us detailing all the time, if I'm not cleaning bellies, we're polishing. So again, being in the creeper and polishing this whole aircraft, if I'm on a normal creeper, I'm reaching up and doing crazy things. So what I can do is, if I'm polishing, I will use my tray. So So my pad's not touching the ground. I'm coming down here, right? Make sure this is out of my way. Wheel it around. So now I can be in here. Be down here. So now as I gradually come up, right? Use my tray. Come up a little bit. Use my tray, come up a little bit. Now I'm sitting home right here. I'm up more, I'm comfortable, I'm not fatiguing. And as I go higher, I'll bring my creeper higher and I'm good to go. Again, if I'm using this machine 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 hours in a day, and I'm all the way down here on my knees, on my back, on my hips, the polish job isn't gonna be good, I'm not gonna feel good, things start to get missed. So with my AeroCreeper, the more I can get in a comfortable position of not straightening my arms, fatigue, I can polish better, better outcome, and I'm not tired. That's the biggest thing, I'm not tired. So I can just sit right here, back row. Up and down, I can wipe, I'm clear, I'm good, I'm not tired, I'm not bending down and looking, I can see everything nice.
Now, pricing starts at $500 for the AeroCreeper for the standard edition. And then you step up to the next notch, which is this one that has the adjustable backrest and the adjustable cushion. And you're looking at $650. And if you step up to the motorized, powered by a power tool battery, you're looking at about $2,400. The accessories are also add-ons. I believe the parts tray is like $40, the cushion is $50, or the pillowcase or the pillow, the head cushion, whatever you want to call this, is $50, which, by the way, all of this fabric is very nicely sewn, very good upholstery on this as well. And the cup holder is $20, like $19. And by the way, if you say, well, that's just a 3D printed cup holder, they will give you the 3D print file for free if you have a 3D printer, so you can print it on your own and not complain about the $20 3D printed cup holder. Otherwise, pay them the 19 or $20 and you've got a cup holder. So pretty cool design with the AeroCreeper. We love the fact that it's made in the USA. We like the fact they've got a patent on it. We like the different accessories they're offering as well, and that you can choose different models also. And let's face it, if you're in the airplane world and you're working on these things, crawling on your back and crawling on your knees, and it's going to save your back, save your knees, and everything in between, spending $2,400 even for the motorized version is not crazy at all, and definitely at the $500 or $600 range, it makes a lot of sense as well. Again, assuming that you need something like this. So check it out for yourself. We'll have a link in the description to the AeroCreeper. Also keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And by all means, if you hated our video, well, give us a thumbs down. But let us know in the comments why. Have a great day. Keep smiling.